All right. We are on. 3, 2, 1. Just a little clap. Just a little clap for the people. Okay. All right, now let's talk about what we were just talking about. Basically, where we left off was like, in this society, it's if everybody stopped buying products, of course that would eliminate the power of like big business and stuff like that. But the problem is like you can't really collectivize that well. Even though we're more connected than we've ever been, there's no real way to bring everybody together on something like that.
Depending on like there's no way to get everybody all together as far as like fucking Billy Bob who has been eating McDonald's for fucking every day for 10 years. Like that's just what he fucking knows, you know. And you telling him, hey man, why don't you try like growing your food and like just not needlessly eating things that you like seriously, like okay, like I fucking love steak. I love steak. Like the thing I love to have babies. I like to eat. That's so fucking crazy. But that being said, you know, I also would like to like figure out other options besides like mass production of fucking like animal whatever, you know, shit like that, like stuff that like people fucking either waste or, you know, like because like fucking I've worked in a restaurant, there's been times where just shit went out, and I mean of course,
or you just throw shit away at the end of the night.
Yeah, I mean stuff that and because of like the way it works, you're not allowed to give it to homeless people because if they fucking get sick off of it, they can sue your company. That's actually like why we had to keep our dumpsters locked. It's like terrible. But like if they're gonna fucking eat out of the dumpster, dude, let them fucking have it.
Yeah, but, especially if they're starving. Like it's better being sick than fucking starving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But see, my thing is like, okay, what I'm saying is like, it's impossible to start. I don't even want to say revolution, but revolution. Like, when it comes to like, yeah, I mean it's hard to create a group and to actually help people get involved with something that's actually gonna be better for like the grand scheme of things. Because I feel like if somebody does come up with a solution that would end power for the top percent, that person would be immediately dealt with. Because these people already have all the fucking power.
Yeah, of course. Well,
they can see it coming, especially with the internet.
Well, the thing is like person being dealt with. That's when you start to like dealing with like as far as like higher powers getting you killed off or whatever like that. But I'm not talking about that end of it because we would literally have to have like exactly a revolution, like a fucking, you know. Everybody that you know and that they know and that they know that they know, like you end up with a lot of like seriously, like if you just like, I can't remember what study it was, but it was talking about like how many people that you come in contact with, the knowledge that you bring from people that you'll never meet in your life.
Yeah,
because you meet somebody who's met somebody who's met somebody who's met somebody.
So you're gaining the collected opinion of many other people.
And if you could get enough people that with a collected opinion saying, yes, we need a well-regulated militia, that is the only way that you could effectively go against the higher power people and be like, fuck you. This is the way I'm going to do it. Like, I mean, like, because that's the scary part about it. It's like, I'm not 100% on the research on it, but like, as far as what I know, like it's.
Do you think that part of the real problem comes from people not educating themselves enough to know what's real?
100%.
Because I feel like if people were driven by the actual truth instead of like these these false truths that they like to believe in because it makes them feel good.
Yeah.
If people were to believe in the actual truth, then why wouldn't they be? I don't want to say like right leaning, because I think that's the wrong way to put it. But I do think that there are things that are just common sense to understand. Like, I'm sorry if I offend anyone, but if you are a biological male, you're a biological male. You're a guy. That's just what it is.
I'm sorry.
That's science. You have
especially
X and Y
people,
chromosomes.
like, dude, it blows my mind how people are like, I can't believe you don't believe in, like,
and they make you feel like
97% of climate scientists fucking, believe in climate change. It's like, I don't know who these 97% is.
Exactly.
And you just, fuck your facts, because
you heard something.
Well, no, not just
someone.
that. No, what I'm talking about is, like, you cannot tell me about the science behind climate change if you're going to try to disregard the science behind biology.
Yeah.
It's
exactly.
like something that we know.
But see,
we know.
And this is crazy too. This is something I think about as well. Is like, who controls the information? Who controls, like, the general public's knowledge? Because
there's only a handful of people who do.
Exactly. But see, the thing is, like, if they came out with a new study tomorrow that said like, the XY chromosome is fake. Research shows, and it's like these top scientists, and it's on the news. Most people are gonna fucking buy into that because it's somebody with a doctorate telling you.
Aside from a fraction of a percent of people,
and that's a very radical example,
have dicks and vaginas, and if you have a dick or a vagina, or a dick and a vagina, if you were born with both, was what I'm saying, then sorry. I'm sorry, this argument is actually not for you. This is an argument like surrounded by people who are trying to be you, and that's fucking offensive as shit.
Exactly.
Like, in my opinion, that's the same thing as that crazy fucking bitch who was like the leader of a fucking NAACP organization. It's like, you're white. Like, I mean, like, I don't have a problem with you being white and the leader of an NAACP organization, but you're darkening your skin and you're frizzing your hair out to bring out your African.
And that's
dude,
racist.
That is super racist.
Yeah, that's racist.
That is blackface as far as I know. And, like, if I dress up blackface tomorrow, people are gonna be like,
dude, I'm not hanging out with you anymore. Like, okay, this is the way I see it too. It's like when this shit first started going down, like, people could predict the way that this would end. Like, when people first started saying, I feel like I'm a woman, therefore I am a woman. People could predict, like, what's to stop you from saying you're a fucking dog, or like you're different age.
Apache helicopter.
Yeah. Yeah.
So fucking funny.
Like,
they're trying to get consensus or whatever.
I saw a video. This fucking, like, almost 50-year-old man thought he was a 6-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And everybody treated him like he was a 6-year-old girl. It's like, listen, that is factually incorrect.
Yeah.
And if you want to talk about like shit, just okay. I don't have any problem with, like, gay marriage at all. Like, at all. If that's what you want to do, like, my sister is, and I'm completely cool with her.
Dude, I fucking knew it.
Me too.
Sorry.
Me too. Like, me too. Like, shit, I came into her room and she had a picture of a girl, like a baby picture of, like, one of her girlfriends on her, like, mounted on her fucking thing, and I was just like, I don't do that. I don't have, like, a baby picture of Andrew on my fucking wall. You know what I'm saying? That would be really weird. But, like, see, the thing is, like, I do not care. Whatever.
Yeah. Honestly.
But, like,
neither here nor there. I'm actually friends
don't ever make somebody's mind up for them. Don't ever make somebody feel guilty for not being a part of it.
Oh, well, especially
with that law you were telling me.
If people are not even that.
Yeah.
Like, that's something that blows my mind. It's like, okay, I understand if you agree with a part of a movement that's going on, you should help out. But it's like, okay, do you know who Sargon of Akkad is?
No.
Okay, well, Sargon of Akkad is a fucking genius. Like, there's some things he says a little off, but the thing is he really is. He's a very intelligent guy. But he said to this fucking, I don't even remember who the fuck she was, but he said, I wouldn't even rape you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause she was, it was this chick who was receiving a bunch of online, like, shit. It was like people, and like saying that people are fucking with me or whatever, like, online sexually harassing me or whatever like that. And he commented, I wouldn't even rape you. And it's like my non-rape threat. And he still got fucking thrown in the dirt for it. And he was like, the thing is whenever they went and asked the lady about it, she was like, I don't fucking care. Like, you're like, virtue signaling is disgusting. It's like, look how much I care about people. I'm gonna fight for somebody who doesn't even fucking care. Yeah. Like seriously, it's like to me, like,
because they care.
Well,
or they want to make themselves seem like they care
because they're virtuous.
Exactly.
Like,
they want to be better than you.
Dude, that's so terrible. Like, okay, like to me, like, dude, I loved hanging out with Terry whenever we did. It was fucking fun whenever we did. Yeah. It's something that I had to deal with, but it was nice. Yeah. Like, but that whole shit where, like, because I saw some of the stuff he was talking about, and like really big into the saying things that I was like, listen, dude, we used to fucking hang out, and I'm white.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but you're going to sit here and, like, run privilege into me? It's like, dude, I'm sorry, but, like, I get arrested just like you. I actually didn't fucking get any advances in fucking school. I never got a job advance. I've never been able to get a job because I'm white. Like, I might have come across some racist fucking bosses, but they would hire people of other fucking races. It wasn't like they were like,
and now it's a requirement. Like,
but I mean, yeah, I mean, especially because of that, because of, what do they call
diversity training?
Like, it's not just that. They call it multiculturalism. The thing is that's okay. Whenever you're talking about multiculturalism, as I'm like, dude, there's just a shit ton of these people here. Like, let's maybe get a few of the other ones. But the thing is whenever you start saying, like, this guy is not as good as this guy, but because he's said color, I'm gonna fucking allow him in here. We don't even know what fucking, like, where he's from. We don't care about.
And it doesn't even have to be based on race. This is also genders. Like,
dude,
okay, we need more.
Disgusting.
We need more female bosses.
Dude,
so we're gonna hire a less qualified person because that person's a female than a more qualified male for this position because we need more diversity.
Well, I mean, it's
what's that called? There's like a term for that shit. Fuck, I don't remember. But yeah, that's one of those things. It's like, are we gonna get better from that? Is this gonna make us better?
Action. Like, affirmative action.
Affirmative action, exactly. Like, is this gonna make us better? Like, hire the most qualified person. Be the most qualified person. Like, you're to an extent, you're eliminating competition, and competition leads to innovation and growth. That's how we evolved.
Well, I mean, like, okay, I understand giving somebody a chance, but if it's on the side of, like, okay, like, whenever shit starts going down and you need that guy to be the position of what you fucking hired him for, and he's like, listen, I really don't know. I only got this job because I'm blah, blah, blah. But it's like,
yeah.
Well, then why the fuck do you have that job? I'm sorry, but, like, and that's especially a big thing to me. It's because, like, I know women who are way more qualified than men to do managing jobs. I know fucking black people who are way more qualified to do whatever said fucking job it is.
And if that's the truth, then hire that person.
I mean, like, the thing is, to me, is the reason why I didn't say women with whatever job is because there's been plenty of fucking jobs that I've seen women try to do, like construction and stuff like that. And I'm talking about a very, 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 very small percent of fucking women doing manual fucking
because labor. We're biologically different. Men are stronger.
Well, not just that, but, like, dude, I go home with fucked up hands and shit like that, and I mean, like, I'm fucking myself up.
You're doing the job that most women wouldn't want to do.
Fuck that shit. You know, and, like, and that's the thing. Saying most of them, it's not saying all of them.
All of them, exactly. We're not generalizing. Like, we're not like putting a whole group of people into a
I don't
category.
Like collectivizing people. Yeah. Like, I understand that there is a majority.
Yeah.
But I don't like saying that this is a said thing, so this is how it goes.
And that's why statistics are so important. That's why like people like Ben Shapiro use statistics in every lecture he does, because I don't care about your feelings. I'm speaking about fucking what's true.
Well, yeah, facts don't care about your feelings.
Exactly. Facts don't care about your feelings. If I say 80% of this race has a higher incarceration rate, that's not me making that shit up. That's like scientific studies, like or statistical studies.
The thing is, it's unfortunate that
it's like we do have to change it.
Have to show people things that like totally tear apart somebody's belief or reality more of, because like just saying things that are extremely inflammatory because it's a fact, and somebody's like, I can't believe you just said that, and I'm like, what? You can't believe that I just told you a fact that you can look up on the fucking internet, like at the I think about that too, about the whole studies and all that stuff. Like, let's say the FBI, their website or whatever like that, to where you can like look up the statistics on things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who does the statistics? Like, I want to make sure it's not some like biased person, because that's exactly how I feel about the climate change thing. Is because like I only hear a handful of scientists.
Confirmation bias.
Yeah, dude.
Because they want to believe
terrible,
something, so they create evidence for what they want to believe.
Like and like as a like I'm not a scientist, but like a scientist would say, like you have to have somebody there who disagrees with you, or you're not actually performing a study.
Yeah, like all your experiments, like when people run your experiments back, they're trying to prove you wrong.
Yeah.
And if they can't, then okay, you have a good theory or whatever, you know? But see, my thing about also is like how toxic it is for people to make excuses for statistics, for facts. You know?
Yeah.
Like they'll make excuses. They'll be like, okay, the reason why there are 80% more arrests
going on,
because we're put in this position. It's like as soon as you stop judging your group as a whole and just start working on yourself as an individual, like go to college. You know what I'm saying? Get out of that situation you're in. And if everybody followed that same guideline, over time, people are going to start looking up to you, following in your footsteps, helping each other out in your community. Like, but what you do is you like to sit here and blame all of your problems on what your group has to go through, what your team has to go through. Like, we're splitting ourselves up into so many different teams and so many different groups. I hate this group. They hate this group. It's like, work on yourself as a person. Do what you can do to better your situation. And if everybody did that, wouldn't this be a better world?
Well, the thing is, to me, is what's funny is like how people will sit there and act like they know what somebody's going through. And it's like, I'm sorry, but like...
I catch myself doing that shit a lot, too.
Well, yeah. Well, okay. But a big deal to me is like, okay, whenever I talk to Reese and Kai, do you remember Reese and Kai?
Yeah. Okay. I remember you talking about him. I've never met anyone.
Well, whenever I talk to them about this subject, it is very tough because
you have to dance around, and be very careful with what you say.
But the thing is like, I explain it to them as in like, listen, when we're walking down the fucking road, the guy that you see at the fucking corner who is batshit fucking crazy and yelling at you, give me some fucking change and shit like that, he's going through a different thing. You guys share the same skin color. He's not going through the same shit you are.
He's a completely different person.
Like, yeah, because the thing is like, what about in a town that's fucking predominantly fucking white? Like, there
are still going to be crazy people who do stupid shit.
Well, the thing is like a really big deal to me is like, I come from a town where like the surrounding areas that weren't city areas were fucking, dude, podunk as fuck. But you couldn't fucking sneeze without the cops fucking writing you a ticket.
Yeah.
Like, they are, it's like, it solely depends on the atmosphere that you're in, or not the environment that you're in, and the atmosphere that you create with the way you act.
And who you surround yourself with, too, is a big part of it.
Like, a big thing to me is like, it's not in culture to be gangster. So whenever you're walking down the fucking road, whether it be this stupid fucking, white kid with his fucking hat cocked to the side and like talking to you like he's, like he's grown up in some like super oppressive position. It's like you realize there's people that if they saw you,
they'd fuck you up.
Yeah, they would beat the fucking teeth out of you, and like because that right there, in my opinion, is cultural appropriation, which is I don't have a problem with, because fuck that. I should be able to do whatever the fuck I want, like as long as I'm not putting harm to anybody, and me appropriating somebody's culture. Fuck you. Yeah. Like I'm sorry, but like we're
all victims of that. We all do that.
Oh well, yeah. Especially when white people can't dance and like they all like.
Here's something stupid. This is becoming a dance
I'm
party.
Saying like that's just the thing is like it's fucking retarded whenever you get down to like the double standard. But let's just say, or not. No, fucking I wouldn't even say that. Fuck it, never mind. I don't want to.
You have to finish that point.
I don't want to.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Really, you don't want me to?
I kind of do, just because average views for this is like
6.
Yeah. For ours, it was. I had like 200 on the first one, but it's slowly. Nobody wants to watch an hour and a half long video.
Yeah, well, why did you do that? Why don't you do a 10-minute long video?
Because what the fuck can you talk about in 10 minutes? Here's what I'm gonna actually start doing.
Clip it up. Yeah, 20 minutes right now.
Exactly. You know how that's exactly what Joe Rogan does on his. Well,
because like the 10-minute mark is what they're looking for. Because we're talking about.
Well, I'm saying like it doesn't matter what we talk about on here, but what I'm saying is like
you just clip this one out of it.
No, like record the whole podcast, right?
Yeah.
And then find the interesting parts, cut them out, and name them.
Yeah.
That way, when you search keywords, you come up with that 10-minute video. That'll lead you to the hour and a half video. And if they want to watch it, if they're bored as fuck or stoned or whatever, then you can watch it. Whatever. But yeah, back to the original topic. I really want to know what you were saying, but I'll talk to you off camera about it. But
yeah, it's better.
But now it just seems like
that I got some serious shit going on. Yeah, I know.
But
it may sound like that, but the thing is like it's just things that. If I get too far into it, I start saying things that it's like, like even like when I say it out loud to myself, I'm like, whoa, you just fucking said that. But the thing is like some of the time I really fucking believe it.
Yeah, and it's shitty that some of the things that we believe.
Yeah, but the thing is like it's not shitty as in like makes me a terrible person, but it's shitty as in like somebody could look at that like I can't believe you just fucking said that, and it's like that's very terrible that I have to live under that kind of idea of like, all right, I don't want to say that to this person because I don't want to make them think that I'm any kind of other kind of something.
But see, something I've learned like is over the last like few years, because like I have really controversial conversations at work, like super, and like but like I've learned to kind of go about it in a way where I dance around things, and I try to be really fucking careful with what I'm saying.
Really not good at it.
Huh?
I'm really not good at that.
I've gotten a lot better at it. I've gotten a lot. I can make people not mad, but I can make them like open up and talk about things. It's like.
I run into the question too quick. Like, do you honestly fucking believe that? Like, is that something that you genuinely fucking believe? Because if so, why are we talking? Because if I'm this misogynist, whatever the fucking, I mean, because that's even as far as the gun thing. I'm waiting on somebody to blow up on me about that shit because it's like, tell me how I'm a piece of shit for solely wanting to protect myself.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, you got to think about it like this is your idea, and somebody can easily have a different mindset and completely justify their opinion. And not to mention, everybody is a recruiter, because it seems like
both sides. Yeah,
you want to attack someone and you want to change their mind, but the more you attack someone, the less the less you're going to change them.
Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely. But the thing is like
you have to have a
people
decent
need to be
conversation
attacked to understand.
Maybe.
But on the other hand, like I was watching before I came over. Do you ever watch Fleckus Talks?
No.
Okay.
You have to put me on some of the shit that you've been watching.
You woke.
No. Don't say that.
Oh, yeah. No.
Now that we're on camera, I could be the cool guy.
No, he did this interview where he, like, brought in, like, actors and shit and was like, all right, we're going to get you to read these facts off camera or on camera. And, like, they never read these before, so they were just reading off a teleprompter. And, like, they started saying this stuff, and you'd watch the people's face change, like...
Is this for real?
Like, there's no fucking way that's true. And they're like, wait, are you serious? Like, I've never heard that. And then one of them was honest about it and was like, yeah, I mean, like, I guess I don't necessarily try to go out of my way to search for other news than what I am presented by. And
exactly.
That's, you know, like, the thing is like, when you're talking about, like, somebody who could not be reputable, who other people are saying is not reputable, like, maybe I need to start looking into other places. And it's like, dude, that is exactly what you need to fucking do.
Exactly. You need to definitely present both arguments to yourself before you can make a judgment on what you actually believe. Because it's like, and like, you really need to think about things too.
Well, what I do
like,
is
really
I watch the Young Turks, and then I watch Alex Jones, and then I still like Alex Jones more because Jank or whatever the fuck. He is such a fucking piece of shit. I used to love the Young Turks. I really did. Like, before I had this, like, fucking... It's seriously since Donald Trump got elected, or ran for president, when I started realizing that all this free speech shit was happening and all this, you know...
Because it came to light, like...
as soon as he came...
Because
it was weird.
Because what he did was he started accusing the media of being liars.
Yeah.
And what happened was people stopped tuning in and people started going elsewhere for their information, like YouTube or like online sites, like actual people making these videos and coming up with their own research. Because what happens is, the news organizations definitely have an agenda, and they're definitely biased, and it's become more and more of a problem. Like since
it's
in the last 16 years.
It seems like that fucking either they're totally fine with throwing each other under the bus, or they are actually coming to light as far as, like, being like, okay, well, some fucked up shit's going on.
Yeah, I think that's going to end up happening.
Oh yeah,
I think the news is.
Then you actually got to think about who owns that. You know, like, are they allowed to do that without being murdered before they leave the place? Because, like, I mean, like, dude.
But the thing is, you're running a business. If nobody buys your product, you start selling something else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, if nobody starts buying the news.
And okay, let's just say...
Make inflammatory news.
Let's just say leftist news organizations, CNN, starts plummeting, right?
Yeah.
Their viewers and their ratings start just falling. And things like Fox News, their ratings are going up. Or things like YouTube videos, like right-wing YouTube channels like...
I like as far as... I think people... Like, because I used to hate Fox News. I hated CNN too, but I would rather watch CNN at like before this whole thing happened. But it's like I started watching Fox News and I'm like, what the fuck?
But see,
like you're telling the truth.
Yeah.
Like when did this happen?
But I hate a lot of Fox News.
Oh yeah.
I cannot stand Sean
Tucker,
Hannity.
Dude. Oh, Sean Hannity.
It's just his voice. I like Carlson Tucker. I don't like Savage, Michael Savage. He's a dickhead.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't like him.
I guess Tucker Carlson's really the only one who like, because I've always looked at him as like just like this slimy fucking dude.
He looks like your friend Garbini.
Yeah, he does. Oh my god, I'm gonna tell Beanie that. Oh my god,
you look like Tucker Carlson. Do you know who that is? Yeah, but anyways, like, I like him because it's like he always has some crazy. You know, Crazy Kathy, the lady that's always getting shut the fuck down by him.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, if you guys don't know, please watch.
Deport all men, all white men.
Dude, she's saying she
said I'll deport all men.
She said women breastfeeding their children is not natural. She said men can do it, and it's perfectly natural.
That's not true.
Well, she said they can feed them formula. It's like for hundreds of thousands of years. Yeah. What are you talking about? Like, we'd all be dead right now without that.
Well, that's the problem with that whole science.
Because they don't want to make it. They don't want to make gender. They don't want gender roles.
Oh, gender assumptions.
Gender roles. Like they don't want the woman being the nurturing, motherly figure. They want her being strong and independent, and I could work and I could do all this. It's like, yes, you can, but you have a role.
Don't shit on somebody else's fucking day to fucking become that. It's
don't make a man your bitch.
Yeah,
because men are programmed not to be that.
Yeah, well, I'm super against it just because, dude, I've watched okay, just think about what's happened in the past fucking 20 years as far as TV goes. The mom tells the dad what to do and
the dad's always dopey.
Oh, just dumb motherfucker who has no clue what's going on, or and then even fucking Disney and shit. It's terrible because it's the guy's either a piece of shit hot guy or a dopey ass fucking a 5 or something like that. And it's but the chick is always some ridiculously hot princess, and it's that's not reality. I'm sorry, but not every hot guy you meet's gonna be fucking just this witty fucking dude who's gonna steal your heart and then fucking break it. It's
fighting through all these obstacles to get to you. Even video games like Mario and fucking Donkey Kong and shit like that. It's you play as the guy, you fight through all this shit to save this chick who's done absolutely nothing for you. It's just why? Why Link? Why are you saving Zelda?
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck that bitch. You're not even fucking her. What are you talking about? But see, that's me and Edwin. Me and Edwin had this conversation about Nicholas Sparks, because he was talking about The Notebook, the movie. Don't act like you don't know what The Notebook is.
I don't know what The Notebook is, dude.
Anyways, it's
the book they put it in the mail?
No. It's it's a chick flick. It's a super chick flick. So I thought it was really suspect of him to bring that up on the podcast. But, I humored him and we talked about it. But he actually had a good point, because it was you're selling an idea of what a man should be to women because that's what they buy. That's what they like. It's it's always hardworking.
Dude, think about the other side of it. Porn. I mean, it sells to men that all women are just put it in here. I can fit my leg around my head.
Porn is free though.
Yeah.
You're smart.
Fleshlights aren't though.
Yeah. Go get one. They're absolutely great. Fleshlight, do you want to sponsor me?
Can I get a free one?
I'll use it on the podcast.
You know the sex dolls. I don't know.
Oh man, the sex robots. They have robots that suck your dick.
Sex robot.
And they got different speeds. Yeah, dude, I wonder in the future if sex is gonna be obsolete.
Well, they've already made dude bots, and it's all these feminists were out there oh, you guys better watch out and walk on eggshells because we're gonna be done with you and so many. It's because he can talk and show compassion and he'll listen to your
bullshit.
Yeah, what happened during your day, and it's okay. First off, he's deleting that memory.
Straight up.
As soon as you start talking about it, and he's gonna forget that you were talking about it, and then they've already had that guy just without a body for fucking years.
And listen,
and it's called a dildo.
Yeah. If you want to create the scenario of iRobot, you make those because they're gonna get sick of that bullshit too, and they're gonna go on a fucking rip. They're gonna revolt and just start killing all these bitches. Sorry for calling y'all bitches. But they're gonna create iRobot.
Yeah, they're just gonna be oh my god, why do I have to fuck her?
The robots are gonna be jumping off of buildings and shit to get away from this crazy bitch telling her about their day. So this guy stepped on my fucking shaft.
They're digging through their hair trying to find the chip. Please just fucking stop.
Make it stop. See, AI scares the shit out of me too, because I feel I don't know why we would.
You got a Google Home.
I love it. But see, I want to be with the times because I feel like if you're not learning about computers and like technology, you're behind as fuck.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have a super advantage. Like these kids that are growing up with computers, they have a huge advantage.
Fuck.
Huh?
I can make an EMP. I don't care.
You gotta go pee?
I said I can make an EMP. I don't fucking. I'll blow a fucking robot up.
Yeah, but maybe in the future it wouldn't even matter.
Yeah, you're right. I guess so.
Like,
EMP resistant.
Yeah, they would just like encase it with like a glass globe and it would pop in there and they'd just be like, all right, are you done? You done shooting those motherfuckers?
No, dude.
Because they're gonna be watching you wherever you go.
Into like photon cannons and shit like that. It's super neat. Like people using projectors from like the ones that would like they'd slide the paper, little like translucent paper into it, and like it shine from the light inside of it and then through that lens.
Yeah,
dude. Like people making like laser beams, like catching shit on fire with it.
Yeah. People make really strong lasers. Dude, people do amazing things. Just normal people. They're not even like engineers or scientists. They just start making shit.
Which is stupid sometimes because like the radiation that comes off of that thing is probably like.
Yes, you're probably gonna have kids with like 4 arms and shit. Yeah. It's like if everything hit the fan today, how well would I compete with some of these people I see on YouTube? Some of these people who do like parkour and like those Russian kids that fucking climb onto skyscrapers and fucking hang on and do pull-ups on the top of skyscrapers. You guys are fucking heroes.
But in reality,
they're heroic as fuck.
What are you gonna do in real life with that skill?
With parkour?
Yeah.
You could totally get away from some shit.
Yes and no. People who parkour in the city are stupid. People who parkour in like out in like the mountains and shit like that, that's real parkour shit.
Yeah, or like survival experts.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Like how would you compete with those guys?
I'd shoot them.
I'm sure they're gonna have. Jesus Christ! You jump to like the most extreme situation.
Real quick. No.
He's like trying to help you out. Hey man, you need some food? Fuck you. So that whole part of the video is gonna be gone. So fuck you guys. Because I got all the power. I can do what I want. This is my shit. So. Yeah, but like the whole robots thing, it really throws me off. Because like I feel like we're trying too hard to leave the planet, but I don't think that's what like the Omega is going to be. I think we're going to eventually live in like some VR fucking world, and we're going to be able to go wherever. Just imagine like downloading your consciousness into a machine. Like, if people started doing that.
Yeah, if people did, but I would.
Not you, but, like, just, like, in the future, like, if the rich people could do that, they could send just a blank body into space. And when that shit landed on a planet, they could just transfer their consciousness to it. Yeah. They could just be everywhere at once.
Yeah.
Isn't that the definition of, like, being a god? Like, you can... All the information that's being picked up, which there would probably be cameras everywhere at that point in time. You could see everything. You would know everything that's ever been known.
Well, like the God thing would be more of like that one movie with what's his name, Johnny Depp. He became like the fucking. They downloaded his consciousness into a computer.
Johnny Depp.
Like, yeah. And like, there was like a bunch of like. He like controlled fucking everything, and like he became this like mass of like. Particle things or what I don't fucking know. It's super fucking weird.
Yeah, I'm sure something's gonna be weird as fuck in the future.
Yeah, I'd imagine. I mean, like,
I think about this sometimes. Like, you know, the whole theory that this planet was seeded.
Yeah,
and that's how we were started.
Mm-hmm.
What if this planet was seeded by like a super advanced robot civilization? That
robot.
Well, I'm saying like, okay, what if?
So
like one of those planets
being robots.
Yes. Like what if one?
And we're like Krypton.
We're just the sex organs of the robot world. What if a planet that actually formed and was able to hold life billions of years before our planet, they've actually evolved to be able to download their consciousness into machines.
Yeah.
And they just shoot like a microorganism on a rock to another planet. Because they know that this specific form of life will grow into primates, humans, and it'll evolve in a certain way to actually create machines. And then they could just teleport their consciousness here. They don't have to travel the universe. They can just shoot their consciousness across the universe.
Long time to be fucking waiting on. I guess it, like
billions of years, dude. Like we're advancing so fast in just like a short amount of time. Like since like the 1500s. Just think about how far we've come then.
Yeah, but
if we were around billions of years ago,
people who or not people, but and beings or whatever the fuck you want to call it, letting us know what's up. There's like no other fucking way around it. I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
Like, well, like
letting us know what's up. What do you mean?
Like aliens and shit coming here and being like fucking.
I just don't know why.
Aliens again.
Yeah. I just don't know why that would be like. I just don't know why that. I don't think they would care that much about us.
Dude.
I just don't know why they would. It's like we were nobody back then.
Yeah,
like when we built the pyramids.
Just imagine what we would do if we had the way to make it to fucking another planet and then find out. See what they're fucking doing. How fucking amazed we would be. Like, dude, there's these fucking things that, like, they were monkeys not too long ago and now they're fucking taking these stones and fucking running them up together and now they're like at a peak.
It's like they're watching ants build like an ant mound. They're just like, that's interesting.
Like, like what the fuck? And they go down there and then there's this dude with like fucking eyeshadow on and fucking a big headdress and they're like, what the fuck are you wearing?
But what I'm saying is like, how often do you stop and just stare at an ant pile and watch the ants build it?
I mean, you're not.
That would be the equivalent.
Space, no.
Yeah.
No
well, they would just pass by. Well, they would just be like, they're not advanced enough to even fuck with us. Like, I'm just gonna keep going.
The thing is like that we were
back in the day.
We were advanced enough to communicate with them enough to where like they, in my opinion, I'm not saying this is truth, but like they gave us the technology to be able to do certain things. Like fucking dude, there's plenty of stories in like old shit that talks about stuff that's like stuff that we have today. Stuff that we haven't even invented yet, so, you know, stuff that is just like just insane fucking stuff. I mean, like especially because like I was thinking about this. It's like I'm not sure if it's like maybe it's like Solomon's Temple. It's one of the places that fucking it was like God gave King Solomon or whatever, whoever the fuck it was, a sword. That it could like control demons, and that he got them to like build this temple overnight, and like
that's some crazy ass.
Yeah, and like that. I mean, like, and it sounds fucking insane, but the thing is like demons, meaning something that you're not used to. That's soulless, something like that. In my opinion, could have been like a gray. Fucking they're these soulless things that are just these fucking pile of, you know, there's clones. Like they're not actually beings. Like they you know, like I think that they're
just like drones or something. Like
straight the fuck up. Yeah, exactly.
Like,
it's exactly what you were talking about, the seeding.
Yeah,
exactly with that, because it has to do with like people who couldn't make it here. Their life forms couldn't make it here, so for interplanetary like research and all that stuff like that, they send these things out to collect for them, and that's why you'd hear about those things being abductions and fucking, you know, putting you in a big white room and like cutting you open and shit like
and
that.
Probing you and all that.
Yeah, all that crazy shit like that. Yeah, exactly.
Like, what about this person do I like? Let's take the DNA from this motherfucker and add that to us.
Yeah. And making fucking
making super
chimeras basically, and like the thing is like with that whole Solomon's Temple thing, like they're drones. They're fucking yes men. So fucking if you get, you know, a couple of fucking
1,000 of them,
yeah, just to fucking throw a fucking house together, they're like Amish people.
And they just get it.
Yeah, just put that bitch up in a day. Yeah, they're just fucking. They're like making zombies. This shit. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And being able to control them with a sword really could have been any fucking phallic object.
Yeah, just anything.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not even an object. Maybe it's just you have this ability, and maybe it could be seen as a weapon. You could attack your enemies with it. So maybe it was just easier for them to explain it as being a sword.
Yeah.
Like you can defeat your enemies with this. Or like something I thought about, like what if we went back in time?
Can't go back in time. I don't believe you can go back in time.
Okay, like what if I'm just saying like for pure like hypothetical purposes, like all the UFO sightings, all of the Sasquatch sightings, what if that's just like some kind of... Have you ever seen Journey to the Center of the Earth? The one with Will Ferrell? Not Journey to the Center of the Earth. What was it?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Chunka.
Land of the Lost.
Yeah,
Chaka. I would cook and eat Chaka. But but like what if there were like cracks in time, like and every now and then a hominid from like hundreds of thousands of years ago crossed through, and he was walking around in the woods and somebody spotted him. Yeah, but it died off.
It's not hard to fucking believe.
Yeah, and UFOs are just people from the future.
Us fucking with time anyway.
Yeah,
not time, but like cutting into fucking like
UFOs from the future. Cavemen walking around the forest and people spotting them from the past.
As far as like they're just us from the future.
Yeah, they just accidentally fly through a certain spot that just so happened to be like a crack in time for an instant, just like that. You were just in that spot at that time.
Well,
and it sucked you in to a different timeline.
One of the things, if you listen to Tom DeLonge talk about it, that there's like a certain kind of spaceship that they're like phasing in and out of this dimension. Yeah. Like, and so that's why you see blip, because they've been the fabric of time, so they travel through it. So you don't actually see them moving; they just leap. Yeah,
they just leap.
Absolutely.
But then again, you also see the people who see spaceships hover up and then just dart off.
Yeah, but they could not be very far away.
Yeah,
or just not have the technology to have that thing. Because if you think about it, like I for a while,
your brain could perceive that as movement because you don't know how else to perceive that. You know what I'm saying? Things don't disappear for us, so you could. It could be an illusion that you're seeing something travel, even though it just might just disappear.
Well, and that's another thing is like
somewhere else.
As far as where you're seeing it, because like apparently like that red phase thing that happens whenever you go like faster or at the speed of light or whatever like that you go through like this thing where like everything everything around you is God, I feel so fucking terrible now.
No text her back?
Nope.
Shit. Text her back, bro.
Well, I mean,
is it gonna be like, "Hey, come home," kind of thing?
Hey,
Hey,
well, oh fuck, I didn't load that clip. There's bullets in my closet, and you can load my rifle if you're scared enough.
Is she scared?
I know you're just paranoid right now, but Bobo is a little piece of shit dog, and he wouldn't stop fucking barking last night.
Y'all got a dog?
Sorry.
No. I'm sorry. I'm fucking your whole thing up, dude. No. So many fucking like stars from where all the customers are.
I can't talk.
He's a fucking piece of
dog. Yeah, he was a piece of shit dog, dude.
Dude, Sam, we got him this little electric collar. It was $10, bro.
Sam.
Yeah, the little fucker in there that always barks, and I always tell him to shut up. We got him a little collar, and every time he barks, it beeps. It just makes like a really annoying beeping sound, and like he'll start barking, and it'll beep, and he'll just stop. And like turn his fucking head like, what the fuck is going on? It works wonders. Get it for Bobo, Bobby. But yeah, if your dog barks too much, put a little buzzer on his ass. Spice life up a little bit, but then you're gonna have to deal with like a beeping noise.
Yeah, no.
It's not even that bad. It's not as bad as the dog barking.
I do like tones or whatever like that whenever the dogs piss me off. Like I love like and dude,
holy shit, that sounded weird as fuck in here, dude. Dude, I was about to shut up and stop talking just to listen. What the fuck?
Yeah,
it's like a noise came through a crack in time from another dimension.
I do that. My last roommates, their fucking dog was a piece of shit. He'd bark at you for not fucking petting him long enough. He'd bark at you for fucking, he'd like just be downstairs chilling or whatever like that, and then you'd hear him run up the stairs and then he'd drop the ball in front of you, and he would not stop barking. I'm like, no shit, not stop for like hours. Wah, wah.
And there are people like that too.
Yeah.
There's some people that just like to hear themselves talk and they won't shut the fuck up.
They just keep rolling the ball to you and you're like, fucking stop.
We had a ball. It was here today and it was gone tomorrow. But yeah, there are people that are assholes too and pieces of shit. And you just want to put them in a freezer.
Yeah, I was talking to Todd about that today. Because the thing is like, dude. The last job that I was at, I was sitting there and I was measuring out some fucking panels and shit, and then like the homeowner is this like Israeli dude. I hope he's Israeli because I keep calling him Israeli. He just seems like it. Like I just have a strong fucking feeling that he's Israeli.
You're probably right.
But the thing is if not, and he's not
because they get really offended, and it's like really small distances from where they are.
Exactly. So,
he could be anything.
But the thing is I was sitting there and I finished out like measuring some shit, and he's like, "Hey, my friend, this," and I was like,
"What was it?"
A fucking joint.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah,
sure,
yeah, sure." And fucking, I hit it, and I was just sitting there thinking, I was like, "That was probably a bad fucking idea."
Yeah, like he could have done anything to you.
Yeah,
he could have put some lean in there, dude. You could have fell off a 40-foot ladder.
I had Todd with me, and I told Todd, I said, I got back to the fucking truck, and I was like, dude, we're going back there, but I just hit that joint, so if anything fucking happens to me and I start fucking falling and shit, you fucking let me know. If you see something that I don't see, and you're like, Drew, what the fuck is wrong with you? Don't be like, oh, he's just fucking Drew. Like
you do that all the time?
Yeah. Times that I'm just being fucking stupid or whatever like that. But nah, dude, like, I mean, it didn't happen. But his dogs were being fucking so stupid. Like, they grabbed my fucking screen and took off with it.
Your screen?
Yeah, it was
screen. Oh, yeah.
But like,
he wanted some weed.
Dude, but then he was like, hey, my friend, you, can I have your number? And I was like, no. I was like, for what? He's like, oh yeah, if I need any side work done. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, all right, I can't do anything.
How did he know to give that to you?
The joint?
Yeah, how did he know that you were like that guy? You look like it?
I probably look like it. I showed up looking like this. And generally, whenever I walk up to a house and they're like,
you smoke.
Hey, guy.
they just leave their pot on the counter and just watch you. Like, make sure you're looking at it. Or
if I look at it, I've actually had a homeowner say, hey, I mean, if you want to smoke, I'm like, nah, you know, that's just the same thing as when they ask me for a beer, but like, or ask me if I want to drink a beer, and I'm like, listen, even if I did drink,
I would drink a beer because it's like, what can you do? Like, if you crack the top, it's cracked.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna fucking drink a beer while I'm building somebody's shit.
You don't gotta get fucked up or nothing.
Yeah.
You're lightweight.
I gotta get fucked up.
Really?
Yeah, I can't drink. Why would you drink? I don't like the taste of beer. like
some
fucking,
people
hand me a beer real quick, and it's like, hand me like 3.
Yeah,
like,
or 6.
I'm gonna chug them, like, or do whatever I gotta do to get drunk, because if that's the end goal of this, that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do, because beer tastes like shit.
But if you said that to him, he probably would not offer you another one. He'd probably just be like, okay, because a lot of people just drink it for the comfort. It's like a nice beverage for a lot of. You know what I can't stand? People who fucking drink beer while they eat.
Yeah,
bitch, give me a sweet tea.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't give me no fucking beer. Yeah. I'm not eating beer and drinking steak, motherfucker. I don't want gout.
Eating beer and drinking steaks.
Whatever. Fuck you.
Nah.
But yeah, taking a joint from somebody else is like
It's very
scary.
odd. It is very odd.
Scary.
Like fucking. I mean, that's the thing is like that's really why I don't understand why it's not fucking legal. Because like really even at that point you're talking about like, dude, the government is forcing me to deal with terrible people. I'm not saying the people I get it from are terrible, but I'm saying like somewhere down the line I'm sure somebody's not a cool guy.
Yeah. And it's some dangerous situations every now and then.
I mean, very rarely. I've never.
Has somebody that you dealt with ever not had it, and you had to go to somebody that you rarely deal with?
Oh, that I don't like dealing with at all? Fuck yes.
And that sucks.
Well,
because you never know what you're gonna like. Because it's been a long time.
I don't know what I'm gonna encounter as far as the like fucking even, BG. He pissed me the fuck off with that shit because it's like, dude, okay.
Was it somebody that you knew?
Totally a fucking nice guy. You knew. You met him. BG.
Well, no, I know. I'm saying what
that he robbed.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't know.
I wasn't trying to put the R word on it, but yeah, nobody knows who we're talking about, so it's all good.
It was he robbed some old ass lady.
Oh, okay.
And like that to me is like, dude, I dealt with you all the fucking time. Like, how the fuck did you go from being a really nice, respectable dude to fucking robbing somebody like that? And it's like, and I know it didn't have anything to do with the weed. Maybe it did. But he was constantly trying to prove himself as like thug or whatever like that. But the thing is like, it's just very, very, very off-putting thinking like, you know, if he ever hit me up, it's like, hey man, I got it. Whatever.
Yeah, but like you're not going to be a douchebag to the guy who pays you. You're buying from someone like every other day.
But the thing is like getting robbed.
Yeah, but he's going to rob somebody he doesn't fuck with at all.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily true. I mean, I used to hear dumb shit happen all the time.
Yeah,
but
if
he's robbing some old lady, then he's like he could possibly rob me. He gets shot right in his fucking face.
I'm trying to say.
I'm sorry because
listen, people don't understand who they fuck with, dude. Yeah. They just do it because they're trying to gain clout within their like social circles. Or whatever.
I really like. I hate the fact that I look the way I do because I don't look like that I would carry a gun. And people don't judge you that way. Yeah, and whenever
they'll try you.
Well, yeah, and it's like, dude, I don't want to shoot you.
The crinkling, it's like really fucking loud in this.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because this mic picks up fucking everything. All right, you good?
Let me go ahead and stop that. I forgot what I was saying.
Because they don't judge you the right way because of the way you look.
Oh, yeah, man. Because, I mean, you're talking about, like, looking at somebody like that, like, oh, what's this motherfucker going to do? And it's like, I'm sorry, but, like, I don't want to shoot you. And I don't want to say the phrase, listen, do not make me do something that we're both going to regret, because that sounds like a threat. I don't know the phrase to use to, like, because brandishing your weapon, like pulling it out on somebody, even if some situations going on, if you just happen to pull your gun on somebody, you can get in trouble for it.
You have to shoot it if you pull it, right?
Yes and no. Yes, you
all you gotta do is flash it.
You should fucking shoot it if you're gonna.
If you're gonna pull it out,
yeah. Because the thing is at that point your life was in danger. But the thing is, to me, is the de-escalating part is like,
it will.
Somebody's running at me with a fucking knife, but I do like this, and they're like, boom, fucking flat on their fucking ass. Exactly. It's like, dude, I'm not gonna shoot a guy laying on the fucking ground.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I like that's terrible. That's executing somebody, and I'm not gonna fucking do that. Yeah. If the person drops to the fucking ground, starts crying, it's like, dude, you made some fucking dumb decisions. You're going to jail.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold you here.
Like, yeah,
you're not going anywhere.
You're not fucking, like, we're not letting this shit go down again without you feeling like something else happened. Because if you send somebody to my house because I just pulled this on you, believe you me, dude, they're gonna get fucking shot.
Yeah. If somebody enters my house,
yeah, like, that's a very big fucking deal.
Because now I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't know what you have. I don't know what you're capable of doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like, you come into my house, that is something I'll shoot somebody for
Fucking,
sure.
You hear YouTube's fucking gonna start...
Oh, yeah, it's fucking stupid.
About the guns?
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible.
Yep. And that's
Thank you, YouTube.
Yeah, that's the shitty part about, like, the whole... Almost all of the major tech company executives are, like, super left-leaning.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, right-leaning people, get smart and start making some different YouTubes. You can make it...
Nah, fucking go to your local fucking representative and start
complaining about it. The whole pay to play games. You know how people are freaking the fuck out about that, dude? That's gonna stop eventually.
Well, EA's already said it that they're at least with the Battlefront or not Battlefront. Yeah,
they're just gonna release
Star Wars
skins
Battlefront
that people can buy. Yeah,
absolutely.
They did that with Destiny too.
Wearable shit. Yeah, but Destiny, the way they did it was like you can get this, and it's like, but they only give you a certain amount of time to get it.
Yeah,
it's like you can get this out of 2 weeks, but some dude fucking like went through and like used some of his streaming money to do it and like spent like $900 fucking dollars because some like that's the terrible part about a roll is like it's a random generated number, so it can be three times.
Yeah,
you know, it can be fucking 10 20 fucking times, like, and that's not saying consecutive.
And then not to mention the items are in different orders every time you roll too.
Yep.
But see, the thing is, I have no problem with people grinding for things.
Mm-hmm.
But don't let somebody buy something that's going to greatly benefit them and put them
I'm talking about
somebody
skin
else.
stuff. I'm just talking about skins. Like
I don't care about skins. Fuck it.
Like
I don't care
the pay to play stuff is absolutely terrible. Because, dude,
you're giving people with the most money, the most power on the game. It's like, fuck, this isn't even fun anymore. People are fucking me up in Grand Theft Auto because they can spend real money on shit.
But that's the thing. What they try to say is like, oh, that's the money that we give the live team, and it's like, no, that's not the way that works. I'm sorry, but like, it's just not fucking the way it works. Like,
you sell the game for a price, and that's the money you give the fucking team.
Yeah, well, no.
And then you release DLCs.
Well, you release DLCs and you release like exclusive things that like you can only get if you do this thing to spend money.
Like a pre-order?
Like a pre-order of
gun or something?
Yeah, exactly. But that gun has another gun in the game that is absolutely comparable to it.
Or better.
Yeah.
And better.
100%.
Like, it's probably like a mid-range fucking weapon.
Yeah,
it just looks cool.
Well, they had one in Destiny called the Cold Heart, and it was a piece of shit.
Exactly. You got,
Terrible
like, once you were level 5, you were already dropping that shit somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It just looks cool.
Yeah, absolutely. It had a cool
Aesthetics.
function and stuff like that. Yeah. And aesthetics are like what's going to be running the games. Like it's fucking PUBG has like
thousands of different ways you can dress and shit.
Yeah, but like you're talking
gun
about
customizations.
like fucking costumes that people are fucking buying, outfits or whatever like that are like a couple of grand.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. But you know what? If they want to buy something like that, okay, fine.
Yeah, it's neat. Yeah,
fine.
Go fucking ahead. If that's the way you waste your money,
yeah,
that's fine.
Fine, dude. If you're that into that fucking camo fucking tank top, whatever. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But don't give them the ability to buy a gun that's gonna fucking kill me in one shot because they spent $500 on it.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Or at least put those people in their own league where they're playing against other people that also spend
that money,
brackets. Like
exactly. Well, they already do that with
But that would be pointless because that would be the same thing.
Point. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like they already do it with like what do they call it? Skill.
Like your level.
Yeah, that they.
Or your like KD.
No.
Ratio.
They use that as a stat for it, but they call it a. It's basically like I'm in the bracket of people who get like 25 kills every time I fucking play. And my dad's in the bracket of people who get 5 kills every time he plays the game. So if you're talking about, and that's not saying he gets 5 kills every time. He's just in the bracket of that.
That's like average.
Yeah. So, but the thing is so what they do is they put him in a bracket of people who would normally make that in a game like against me. And then now he's making like 15, 20.
But that's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's competition. Exactly. That gets you better.
That's exactly what do they call that?
Man, I wish I could be of help, but I have no fucking clue.
Yeah,
But I know what you're I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because like the more even the more you play it, even if your loss percentage to your win percentage is like the same amount as it would be if you played a small amount of games. Like say somebody played 300 games, they won 200 and lost 100. Mm-hmm. And then there was somebody who played 3 games and lost 2 and won 1. That's the same percentage wise, but that person is going to be put into another bracket. They have way more fight experience.
No, they're not going to be put in the same. Well, I mean,
they wouldn't be put in the same bracket.
Game. Well, in Destiny at least, as far as the way they do it, because they try to make it look like how many times has this person gotten his ass kicked? How many times has
he lost? How many times has he been? Yeah, exactly.
That's a big deal because whenever I play by myself and I jump into matches and shit, dude, I get my ass whipped. Like, bad. Yeah. Fucking terrible shit. But
and then you drop down to the next bracket underneath and you start fucking people up.
Exactly.
And then you just do this?
If I fucking play with my dad,
you're fucking people up. You're fucking people up.
You're talking about,
he can't play on your game,
30, 45 fucking kills.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, Destiny?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, I fucking know.
Really
but believe you me, times when I have, a fucking kill death of, 22%.
Yeah.
It's people are happy to get 3.
Yeah.
Dude,
I've died once and I've killed 43 people.
Kills.
Dude, you're Rambo on the field, cuz.
Yeah, because it's the way I play, though. And that shit pisses people off because
you're a sneaky little assassin character that jumps on rocks and fucking figures out the map. Yep. You probably play the map without anybody else on there and just run around and figure the map.
I did that in
Call of Duty?
Titanfall.
Okay.
Amazing fucking multiplayer game or PvP game if you ever decide to play it. And you guys out there, Titanfall's the shit. Actually, look up Nakey Jakey's review on it. It is rap review. It is the shit. And his one for Doom. It's pretty cool, dude. But anyway.
And I highly recommend Ark Survival Evolved just because I want people to play it with me. But
lonely.
Here, I am so lonely, dude. I'll edit that song into this video on that part because I think that'd be pretty funny. But still, here we go. Here's something I was thinking about the other day. Tell me what you think about this shit. The cool thing. See, I'm obsessed with virtual reality. I'm obsessed with it because I think that it's not going to be for just gaming. I think that it
you have to betting Taylor Swift.
Every
night instead of Oculus Rift.
Straight the fuck up. But serious, I think eventually it could get to a point where you don't have to go to college anymore because of VR.
Yeah.
I think that simulations and if you want to be a doctor, you have to have several thousand hours on a highly realistic surgeon simulator.
I fucking hope not.
Thousands of hours, and you get really scary. Fucking good at it. Really good at it. And you can do shit, and you know how to...
At one point, it's just going to be robots if we got it that far.
Maybe.
Yeah,
it might be.
Sewing you together and shit.
Yeah, but that's pretty scary too.
Yeah, fuck
the power goes out, bro, and your body's open. The power goes out and your body's just wide open. What the fuck? Then you gotta have some trained motherfuckers. There's a glitch
in the system, and it's holding onto your appendix. It's just
and it just swings them around, slapping all the doctors in the face. They just got bloody faces, like that one guy you just showed me that looks like Alan Stone.
TJ Miller.
That's actually what happened to him. The robot malfunctioned.
I got my appendix ripped out.
He's just walking around the hospital what the fuck happened? His guts are hanging out. Alright, bro. You ready to end this thing? We're on 1 hour and 10.
Yeah, the next time we get on this, we're going to be talking about Gamergate. Because fuck.
And I'll look some information up so I can...
Anita Sarkeesian.
And
Anita Sharkeisha. Yeah. Fuck this bitch.
And fuck Terry Ross.
No, not fuck.
Peace out. Pussies.
Fuck Terry Ross.
Fuck Terry Ross.
He's a racist.
I hope you watch it.
He is a racist. I'm sorry, but he's a reverse racist. That's a thing, Cody.
That's not.
It's just called fucking racist.